Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I invite my friend Manasa. She was doing her co-op at Deloitte as an IT consultant, and today I invite her to introduce her experience with us, and hopefully it is going to be helpful for someone who wants to do an IT consultant. Thanks, Manasa. Can you just briefly introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Andy, for inviting me onto your channel. My name is Manasa Veermachineni. I'm a current MBA student at Deloitte School of Business. I'm in the second year right now. I'm an international student from India. So prior to coming to Canada, I have done my undergrad in civil engineering, and then I worked with Deloitte back in India. But it was more towards the software development life cycle part of it, and I really wanted to get towards the management, the business side of things. So that is when I decided to do my MBA, and then I moved to Canada. I started my MBA, and after my first year, I did my summer internship with Deloitte Canada as a technology consultant in the insurance core tech. So that is a little bit about me.
Okay, great, thanks. Yeah, so first question I have is that can you give us more details about your role, about the insurance part and what kind of your job was like in Deloitte?
Yeah, sure. So the best part about my role was the day-to-day was not same. Every day was something different. Yeah. So that was the most fun part. It was not mundane.
That's good.
Yeah, that was really fun. But if I have to be specific about it, every day as soon as we start working, it started with prioritizing the emails depending on the importance and urgency. And then we had every day a call at 1 o'clock with the entire team. It was a stand-up call. We used to discuss what issues that we have, any problems that we're facing, or just to give updates on everything, how it's going on.
Yeah.
And if we talk about the work in the insurance code, I've had experience in the insurance industry before. So it was a kickstart for me to work here because I did understand how claims processing and that worked. Yeah. So the day-to-day had client interactions and many ad hoc meetings because being in the project management part of the project, I had to work with 5 big chunks of departments, okay, which were part of the project. So it was day-to-day understanding what are their requirements and also the client's requirements, bridging the gaps between the teams, and also being able to get back with all the answers that the client had. So that was something related to my day-to-day. And it did not end with technology consulting and project management, but I also got to work with pricing strategy for the project. So working on the contracts, I got to know how the projects are priced and how deliverables are priced. So that was a great addition to my internship.
So when you have the meeting with client, you are talking about the employees within the insurance companies, correct?
Yeah. So the project was based on sick days reimbursement. So the project was in the operate state. So the solution was already in the market. We were getting in claims day by day. We were going through the entire processing cycle, and then the reimbursements were happening. But what was going on regularly from the client were enhancements that they were asking for. So we had to come up with processes. Like you have presentations. Today they talk about requests, and tomorrow you have a presentation about it. So you have to be very on the feet. Yeah. So that is something very crucial with my role.
It's very challenging, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Cool. That sounds interesting. So, so can you talk more about your team? So you are in the Toronto Deloitte office, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's the culture there?
Oh, that's a very nice question. So the very amazing thing that I find about Deloitte is, although I've worked both in Deloitte India and Deloitte Canada, their values over the globe are same. Oh, nice. They try to maintain that. That's scary to think, but it's amazing. So it's a very open culture. My team, they just give me the entire freedom to think and react and act the way I want to. My team lead even sat with me and asked if I'm okay with group works, I'm okay doing individually, or do I want a mix? So it went into that level of depth. So it was really nice, and it just didn't end at work. We also had great social gatherings. So that was fun because consulting at the end of the day, it gets a little bit hectic. But then there were times when we all of us got together and we blew off the steam. So the culture is really amazing. That you have all the freedom, you can always grow. So that's amazing about it.
Yeah, I totally agree. For someone who know me, I did my last call with Deloitte as well. So when I was there, on my project, the manager will basically ask me my opinion and will ask what I want to do with the project.
Yeah.
And they would, I think they value your opinions and your contributions.
Yeah.
So I think this role is good for someone who want to take a lead and for someone who has their own ideas and want to, talk what they thought.
Yeah.
Can you just share the recruitment process with us?
Yeah. So the recruitment process for my summer internship started with a resume screening and cover letter. So I submitted my resume and cover letter.
Yeah.
Then I got the first round call. That was a higher view interview. So it was around 20 minutes to 25 minutes, which included both written samples and video questions. And they were not all very same length questions. Everything had different timing. And then the second round was case interview, which was followed by behavioral interview. So these were the 3 rounds that I had to go through. And then the final offer was just given over the call, and then the offer letter showed up.
Nice. Yes, it's kind of very similar to what I had before. So can you just share with us what kind of skills do you think would be necessary for someone who wants to get into an internship and in consulting?
Yeah, from my experience being in the project, and it was also my first Canadian experience.
Yeah.
So what I see was communication skills are very important.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially in the role that I had to talk to different departments, and time is of the essence. We have to value everyone's time, so it was very important to be precise and on to the point.
Yeah.
So that was something very important. The other thing that I really thought was time management. Since there are so many things that keep going on, you have a set things to do, but then something new shows up. So you have to have the ability to prioritize and give time to that.
Yeah.
So I would say time management is really important. And of course, Microsoft Suite is like your go-to thing.
Day-to-day
Yes.
friend.
Oh yeah. Like Excel, always try to put in your efforts in learning Excel, because Excel is very important.
Yeah.
And being a business student, PowerPoints are also important because you give presentations to the clients, and all of that happens. So yeah, Microsoft Suite is very important.
Yeah. Do you need taking notes during the client meeting?
Yeah. So meeting minutes are something that are like highly regarded, like they're known to be very important. Even when you take the meeting minutes, you also send it out to the client. If there are any to-dos for them, you also send that out to the client and to your team. So yes, your meeting minutes are very important.
Good. Yeah, I know. Like when I took those notes, it's pretty hard. Yeah. So, is there any tips you can give us who want to look for a career in consulting, or just looking for a job there, or prepare the interviews?
Yeah, my first suggestion is networking.
Yeah.
It's very important. And there are so many portfolios within the firm. So if you really know which area is of your interest, please try to network with people within that domain.
Yeah.
They give you great insight about the work, so you actually know if you want to apply or not. The second thing that I have is case interview prep. I know it's like a later part of the interview, but it is very, very essential. So you have to start preparing before. And the final thing is campus ambassadors. They play a major role, and I do know for Deloitte there is a campus ambassador. She posts on LinkedIn about the webinar dates, the recruitment process dates, because the recruitment team is working every day. They're coming up with new kinds of things to do, so it keeps on changing. So it's very important to attend the recruitment sessions and understand what the expectations are. That way you are prepared more and better, I guess.
Okay, cool, great. So you had the case interview as well, right?
Yeah.
Do you still remember what's the content for that one? Can you share with us?
So I don't know if I can. I should be sharing the details,
Okay,
but I can give it to you on a higher level.
Yeah.
It was more towards we are in these unprecedented times. COVID is going on. Pandemic has hit us out of nowhere. Nobody didn't know how to react to such situations, right? So the case was more towards that, and to bring up with technological tools that could help us, to know what the situations are, how everything is going on. So it was more towards that.
How many time did they give you to prepare the case?
So my case was live case, so I did not have like a preparation time before.
Okay.
So it was 30 minutes around, and the interviewer just came in, gave me a prompt for like 2 to 5 minutes, and then there were questions that flowed after that. But I could always ask them for time so that I could think and come up with my structure, because structures are really important.
Okay.
So they did give me the time, but yes, it was a live case, so I didn't have the ability to take the case back and work on it and bring my inputs. So that was very, very nerve-wracking, but it was an amazing experience.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. So they just give you the case right away when they have interviewed you.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it by email or?
No, so there's no email. As soon as the round started, I was on Microsoft Teams. The interview started, the interviewer came in and started speaking about the problem statement.
Oh, okay.
This is a problem statement. And then we started discussion. It was more conversational. It was not like a set of questions, oh, you have to answer this, this. But it was more conversational. After question, it kept on building. So that was more about the interview. It was not like they gave me the case via email, no.
So they just come in and told you this is a problem, and then you just give the solution right away?
Yeah, like you can take the time, like take 2 minutes.
Okay.
For first bit of the part, whatever question they have, you can take the time, build in your own structure, you give it on your notes, and then start talking about it.
Okay.
So the next question would follow the structure you built.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
So there's no need for Excel or PowerPoint. It's just a conversation based.
Yeah, at least for the role that I applied to and the team that interviewed me, they did not have that.
Okay, cool. Hi guys, this is Andy again. Sorry, I just realized that we forgot to record Andy. So here we go. I know consulting is kind of the most expected word for everybody. And in the consulting world, there's tons of different consultings. From what I know, there is HR consulting, IT consulting, strategic consulting, risk and financial advisory kind of consulting, and M&A is kind of under strategic, but most people want to go. And there's the tons of different industries within consulting. So if you like to, advise some suggestions for companies, I think consulting is a good way to go. And in the future, I hope to bring more consultants to my channel to share some tips and career insight with you guys. So if you like my video, please like this one and subscribe. Alright, see you guys. Bye.